Hello, my name is Hunter. I have been speaking out about a white supremacist cult that has been targeting my life for years. These people follow me job to job. They've made it very clear to me who they are. And today I wanted to kind of talk about what's actually going on in America. So right now you have a lot of people that are pretty much being played tug of war with, and we have two separate sides. We have the left and we have the right. And what's happening to a lot of people right now is if you don't agree with everything that these people are feeding you, no matter what side, you're pretty much shunned from the world. You're pretty much cast out. You're pretty much followed like me job to job, and pretty much tried to these people literally try to drive people insane. And it's pretty much gotten to the point where people are trying to speak out, trying to be heard, and nobody will listen to them. Yet you have people that get hundreds of millions of views on videos talking about, like, literally inciting hate, and pretty much, if it goes along with whatever agenda that the left and right have, then they're being fed into the algorithm and pretty much shown to the world. But the people that actually know what's going on, the people that know about the corruption, the greed, and all of the injustices that's been happening to the American people over the years, they're pretty much silenced and shadow banned and cast out and made to feel like they're worthless. And it's become a problem. And it's become a problem to the point where people are becoming violent and hateful. And it's usually people that hate that are trying to instill fear into innocent people's lives in order to pretty much grasp control of them. And the thing about it is we the people are the ones that are supposed to be in charge of our country, and they're pretty much separating all of us to pretty much attack each other, whether it be political, whether it be race, whether it be gender, whatever it may be. They're pretty much pinning people against each other. It's a divide and conquer. And the thing about it is if you go out into the public, let's say, people aren't talking to each other. People are only pretty much communicating through social media and through text messages. Like, people aren't even calling each other anymore. It's pretty much gotten to the point where, people are forced to pick a side, and if they don't pick a side, they're shunned and they're cast out. And to the point where they have everything taken in their lives, and a lot of people are being forced into homelessness right now. You got a lot of kids right now that are living in their cars because they can't afford to buy a house. They can't afford rent. They can't even afford, health insurance. And it's being done to us on purpose. And you know what they say, a house that is divided will not stand. And right now we're seeing that house between the left and right completely fall apart. And the people that know what's going on, the people that see what's going on, they're not being listened to the way that they should be. And it's really created this kind of mental illness in people where the good and the innocent are being isolated and left out because the corrupt, greedy individuals are afraid of being exposed. So the people that want peace, the people that want equality, the people that want, you know, everybody to come together, they're being targeted by hate because the people that hate are afraid that their secrets are going to come out on pretty much what their agenda is and how they're creating this illusion, making it seem like it's one side's fault when in actuality it's both sides' fault. And neither side will take accountability because they're pretty much children. They are going as far as pretty much psychologically manipulating people to force them into their ideologies. And what that's doing is people that pretty much try to resist, they're literally being targeted everywhere they go. And what I mean by targeted is, for example, like in my life, I literally, I just try to go to work and I go home. And that's been made like a huge issue. And, I do what I feel like I'm paid for at my jobs and nothing more. And that's been kind of made an issue. And I speak the truth. And when I start speaking the truth, individuals have literally tried to silence me, tried to make me look like somebody that I'm not by passing lies around about me so that it discredits anything that I say. And that's what's happening to a lot of people right now. They're being isolated, they're being gang stalked, they're literally being gaslit to all hell, and they're not being listened to. And what that does is pretty much when people become isolated, it changes something in their minds, especially when they want to be heard. And we've been forced to pretty much step away from God in these times of trouble. And it really gets me thinking because people that believe in God have hope, they have faith. And the left and the right don't want people having hope and faith. They want people in a sense of struggle and only being rewarded if they agree on the things that they tell us. And what that's doing is it's, creating this false hope. And it's hurting a lot of people. Mentally, physically, emotionally. And good people are having their lives destroyed just because they see what's going on. I mean, why do you think on social media that a lot of people are being shadow banned and having their accounts deleted for no reason other than they spoke out about something that they truly felt or is actually the truth, and they were pretty much just kind of pushed off of it and pretty much forced to rebuild everything that they had. And that's happening all across America right now and in the world. They're trying to gain control over the people by splitting us up and making sure that we don't speak to each other on the real issues, by forcing us with our eyes open to view the media that they want us to consume. And that's hurting a lot of people. It's making people not be able to think for themselves. It's making people not be able to pretty much act on real issues. And then when they try to speak out the truth and they try to act on real issues, they've bottled all this stuff inside, and they pretty much explode, making them look like they're just some kind of crazy person. That's what they're doing to people. People are bottling everything up on the inside because when they try to speak out about how they truly feel and what they see is the truth, they've bottled it up so much that they just end up exploding. And then nobody believes them because people are distracted. People aren't there. People can't think for themselves anymore. People hate each other, whether it be race, gender, ideology, political. People are hating each other to the point that if you don't agree with all the information that they've been consumed, or that they have consumed, then you're shunned. They don't want to hear it from you. They just kind of exclude you. And then if they know it's the truth, then and they don't want people to know that truth, they slander your name, push you away, start picking at you, pretty much bullying and abusing you. And then you have somebody that's literally suffering in silence because they can't get the information out that they think will save people. And I've seen it with Charlie Kirk. I heard that he was talking about God and everything. There were people literally coming up to him saying that God saved them. God saved them. And then all of a sudden he's shot and killed. And the killer, the alleged killer, is pretty much nobody's hearing from him. Nobody's hearing his side. They're not going to let him explain. All they're talking about is death penalty, death penalty, death penalty. Everybody has a reason for what they do. And it was wrong that this happened. But what I see right now is a lot of people that are ganging up on certain individuals and in communities and silencing them and planting seeds of destruction in their head so that they'll either self-sabotage or disappear. And then you got the people that created that issue that have nothing to say about it because they created that issue. Keeping secrets and making it seem like the people that disagreed with them are just completely outright insane. Like, when killers are killing, when you got assassination attempts out here, when you got school shooters, who's whispering in those people's ears? Who's giving those? Because people have to plant seeds in people's heads to create them to be an issue. And people don't talk about that enough. It's just people are so afraid of being excluded that they will pretty much agree with every little thing, even if it's wrong, in order to not be left out. And then the people that are left out because they see the actual issue are literally being tortured and having seeds planted in their heads to create this illusion that there's been something wrong with them. And they go out and do things like this that is just horrifying. But yet, nobody is hearing what happened behind the scenes. They just see the reaction, and people just don't care. That's what's happening right now. And it's on both sides. And now people are talking about Civil War this, Civil War that, not realizing that this is what both sides want. They want a civil war. And they'll scapegoat anybody to spark that. And it's been in the makes for a long time. You got people that can't even prepare. You got people that are literally being forced to watch what's going on, that know what's happening, that sees what's going on, but nobody's listening to the ones that know. Nobody's listening to the ones that see all this stuff coming. Because everybody's distracted on social media about the next new trend and what they can buy materialistically to make their lives better. And then you got people just kind of in the dark, being left out, and nobody's going up to them and making sure everything's all right with them. And they're pretty much going insane, knowing what's going on, knowing what's going to happen next, but nobody wants to listen to them because they didn't receive that information that was fed to them. And nobody wants to feel like one person knows more than the next. Then you have this thing where it's like, oh, you just think you're so smart, don't you? And then, in order to show that they don't know what they're talking about, they gaslight the hell out of them, bully them, treat them like a scapegoat and garbage, silence them, make sure they don't speak about anything that will either awaken people or spark any kind of free thinking. And it's happening everywhere. And a lot of people know what's happening. A lot of people know what's going on. But nothing's being done about it. It's like we're being forced to watch as our country literally changes for the worse. You would think social media would bring us all together, but it's literally pushed us all away from each other more than we realize. And the people that see this are silenced. The people that actually want to bring others together are shunned. The people that literally just want to live comfortable lives. The people that strive to live with good morals. And people that believe in God. You got a bunch of hate out there, and then the ones that love are cast out. And it's surprisingly sickening to me how far people will go to either cover up their secrets or to push an agenda that's literally destroying minds out here. It's sick. It's wild how far people are going and how little people care about individuals. So it's worrisome to me. And people aren't listening. Thank you.